Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to episode 3 of our Dyson Sphere project, from zero to full sphere. In this episode, we are going to get more stuff. For now, our red science is producing. Still a little bit too slow, though. We need to make more labs. Let's start with that. There's going to be a few buildings we're going to push towards getting automated quickly, but matrix labs are not high on that list. And then the next thing we're probably going to try and rush to is getting better power. Because our power is not amazing. Mecha power is okay, but we can do better. I always forget you can fly now. Flying is faster than anything else we can do. Take that. So we want to build a couple more of these. Just trying to make green chips, actually. We can just pick some up. I'd rather have more matrix labs than I can actually support. Just make my life a bit easier. We'll overproduce as opposed to underproduce. I feel that's kind of a better way of doing things. Matrix lab.
You can use it to make super
I know, buddy. I know. He's like, I just want to tell you again. I'm like, nope. Nope. As the recording of this video,
The sorter is a transportation connector of cargoes between facilities.
Stop.
It will automate.
As of the creation of this video, I've seen a lot of patches come out from the devs, and they have been very, very good on the uptake of keeping this game up to date. So, patched. Added the new logistics today, as of recording of this video, so we'll get the new interstellar logistics at one point, which would be good. I'm gonna stick a wind turbine in between there. Wind turbines are very good. Okay. I dare say they might be better than solar. Why do I say that? They're cheaper. Solar's good, and it produces 360 kilowatts versus 300. But the advantage that wind has over solar is wind's always running. So we'll assume that wind is double the output. We'll say it's 100% planet for both. If you put your solar panel in a normal place, you're going to only work 50% of the time. So we'll cut down the solar power's actually production to half. So it's only working 50% of the time. So we're now going to go down to 180 power. Solar or wind actually is going to go all the time. So it still stays at 300. So now this is 180. And this is 300. Well, this is 600 and this is 360. Either way, wind is always working and solar is not. Yes, you can get accumulators, but kind of expensive. Now it looks like our oil's not keeping up, and that's good. That's what we wanted to see. Need more oil refineries proper. Not a bad idea to automate some of the stuff, but we need prisms and this automated. We do want the plasma exciter automated. And the plasma exciter is the coils and the prism, so we'll do that right now. The coils and the prisms. We do have the prisms over... No, we don't. We haven't started with the prisms yet. The dog was just barking to tell me I didn't have prisms. Excuse me. You do not have prisms. Ah, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who's it colliding with there? I'm actually confused. I think it's colliding with this somehow. I do look forward to the day when they add the upgrade planner. That would be very nice. Be a very welcomed update. Interesting. It's colliding with the building somehow. Interesting. I'm so confused. I think we'll just go down this way. Wanted to make it nice. This is why we don't have nice things. Horrible. Horrible, horrible. I'm really not sure what it's colliding with there, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to cut it over, and we're going to go... Not really good to be building here right now. Go here, and then... I don't really want to go here because of the iron vein. So we'll keep going north and build across this way with our prisms. Could use landfill or concrete. It's pretty expensive, and I don't really think it's worth it. It's kind of good to get going, but very pricey stuff. Our mecha is not rich.
You built a smelter, which can smelt
Thanks,
basic
bro.
material.
Prisms are made just out of glass and assembler. Or replicators, sorry. Or an assembler. Need more coffee. Insufficient coffee. Still getting over all the names in this game. From sorters to assemblers to Mr. Mecha. We'll figure it out one day. Oh, we're not even researching anymore. What is going on here? So we got to kind of figure out what we want to do for our next upgrades. Maybe actually upgrade Mecha a little bit. Make him a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, hold a little bit more garbage, and make our drones better. I don't think vertical construction is a big priority, but this is not bad. Get more ore. Bang for your buck. Vein utilization. So that's in the second tech tree. Stuff for your mecha. Make him go just a bit faster. Those guys are doing that. I'm going to quickly sneak over here for a second. Grab a couple more of those. They're so slow. They'll only get better. So we're going to have one more drone soon. They are nice looking though. The solar panels. I will give them that. You'll never hear me say they don't look nice. You could put them together. Probably the best play, but who really wants to do that? Okay, now we got prisms. You can kind of use them as power lines as well, wind turbines. And they sort of work. Sort of. And there we go. So we got prisms automated. We will put prisms into chests. We're going to buffer pretty much everything. And I can fly, which is a little bit faster. Not a lot faster, but a little bit faster. Just take some of that stone. Just actually automate chests. It'd be pretty easy to automate. Automate everything. Now we go faster, stronger, better. Okay, we got the prisms automating. Go pick up a tree. Again, if you don't want to chop a tree down, you want to get rid of it, just place something on top of it.
Splitter
with four directions. Okay. Now we're going to work on this thing here, which needs a magnetic coil. And the magnetic coils are actually right there. So, I'm going to go you. Take that off. Put you there. We can crank up our oil production. More oil. We're going to set our buffer up the exact same way as we do before. We're going to have one input and One part inputting and one part outputting. That way you always have resources. It's going to pull in exactly the same speed, but for some reason if it's not using it, it will buffer. But if we need to pull all the items ASAP, it can still do that. And possible wind turbines will automate as well. The Dogo does not like that one. Do not automate your wind turbines. Don't you automate those things. Very vocal today. The little wieners. Okay. Just gotta give you some power. It's really too bad I can't sneak it in there. I'll put these here. There we go. And then we all... Oh, sorry. Abort. Abort. And we'll grab the magnetic coils and run them over this way. We will use splitter with 4 directions. Push tab to change how it works. I think this layout works best for me right now still. So we're going to raise the side up. Cross the line. Up and away. Bring it over here. Still feels moderately organized. Moderately. I think a big difference in making your factory look clean at all times in this game is building east-west versus north-south. North-south just turns into mass chaos. You can do it, but not definitely not preferred. But definitely doable. There we go. So for those who don't know, you can click on the building, and you don't have to click on the exact area on the belts. So you actually adjust to where it's going to go. If you just kind of drag on the belt line. The same works the other way. If you place here, we can actually place into the building. It has a bit of leeway where it goes to. So we're actually clicking here right now in the middle. And we can pull it across. Of course, you want to go the other way, but just to let you know. And we want some oil refineries. We'll grab some more stone. I'm going to grab stone from the main box. Or from these guys, I guess. Glass is being output very quickly right now. Earlier we were not really using it, and now we are. Mecha Core 2. Nice. There you go. Remember that fuel. They added sound to the smelters now. You can definitely hear them. They are not quiet. The devs team is adding things very quickly. There you go. Should be a fully saturated line there now. 2 miners working. Hearing the roar of the furnace. Yeah, we'll go back over here. Our oil is oiling. Eventually you're going to need another use for your oil too. It's going to start accumulating on you. Especially if I spam more of these guys down. Oil does become a problem to try and keep it running somehow. Can make oil storage tanks, which hold a lot of oil. And are stackable. But we need that hydrogen right now. So we have no choice but to build more.
This facility will produce multiple.
I'm not sure why he keeps telling me everything twice right now, but it's a new game. We'll forgive it. They're just making sure I know everything I need to know. Now it sounds cute. Okay. Yeah, we could put a wind turbine, I think. Would I hit everything? It'll hit a few things. Let's sneak that in there. Ooh. Let's go automate storage tanks too now. I'll put these there.
You built a storage tank. It is more suitable for storing
More
fluid
suitable.
than a storage.
When I shoot the storage tank, though, is if you pick it up, you lose everything inside of it. Not necessarily an issue, but one fact, I guess. Okay, so we're going to automate these guys right now, too. Stone and iron. So it's actually right here. Grab both those items. Grab an assembler. Please choose your recipe. There we go. And we need a storage chest for it. There you go. We'll do double long inserters because it's going far. And our power grid is dying. See, it's yellow in the overlay. That means it's not keeping up right now. So we need more power. Not sure how bad we're dying here, but not horrible. Not horrible. So we need those, and those. Those, and those. So one of them was the magnets. And then we'll put another one down here. And this one's going to be the actual building. We check the build time of the building. Build time takes 4 seconds, and it needs 1 gear. And a gear takes 1 second. So it's 1-to-1 ratio for the gear buildings for this. So let's directly insert the gear. This one did not need to be there. Then we need the iron line, which is right here. It would almost be better if it's on the other side than here, but... Now the power line I placed really doesn't work at all. Trying to get in the habit of using a few hotkeys myself. Doesn't always work out well, but... Not sure I'll be using the F keys anytime soon, but... And you can have that as well. This inserter is going the wrong way. And then we can offload them into our storage chests that we have now automated. Bring it this way. Double inserters for super speeds. Let's just place it right there. It doesn't need to be too far away. And now we have power automated. This way I can put a splitter here too and grab more. Good, good, good. Now we have tons of things automated. I do need to place more of these down though, and maybe we'll wait till there's more. What we could do is pocket craft a few too while we're waiting. Science is still ticking away, so that's good. We're going to grab some of those as well. I kind of feel like it's not a bad idea at this point to chest a few of them, because you always need them. Also, we don't want that. We will limit our storage. You always need so many of them. In Factorio, it's always good to have a chest with buffer items. Not used for building, especially gears is one of them. So I feel in this game it's probably fine to do that as well. You have a chest you can always run by if you're handcrafting, and it just will have electromagnetic motors in it for you, or magnetic coils. You're not going to go wrong doing something like that. Now we'll go place some more turbines down. On our Twitch series right now, we placed a whole planet full of wind power. And I must say that, or half the planet anyways. I started losing my sanity at half the planet mode. It's very good. The wind power is very strong. Our planet pulled almost 1 gigawatt of power, which is actually an absurd amount of power. I kind of felt like it was actually too much power, but for always running. It was a plus 150% wind planet, but still, that is a lot of power. Pretty sure I can space those closer together too, but for now this will work. We have 5 left. Do I really want to run really far for 5? Not really. Now I can hold more junk. Beautiful coastal property. Now how's the power? We're almost in the green. Or I guess the blue. Almost. Science is still chunking away on us right now. Snag a couple more of those. I'll probably limit it to like something like that. Don't need a billion of them, but many are good. And we're flashing in and out. Just on the edge of being good. There we go. I'm getting a bit better at placing them. I can kind of feel the distances now. What you need. It's not quite a full grid it needs. You can see I'm just a bit off of the grid line. Yeah, the same thing goes over here. Shift left click to pick up quickly. Can never go wrong with that hotkey. That's an okay hotkey. Can also build a god mode too, but I feel like that's not a super big asset when our mecha is so slow anyways. Mr. Mecha. Ooh. Wow. Scary. Scurry. Scurry doggo. Or barky today. There we go. Power is now 46.9. Decent. Science is still missing hydrogen. So hydrogen is still our problem right now. Magnetic coils are still doing whatever they do. They're fine. We actually never turned this on here. Oops. There we go. Glass is kind of slow there too, but that's okay. And our light oil is starting to back up. So what we might want to do is find a use for a light oil. We could take them tech tree and see what we want to use our light oil for. So we don't want that. We could do this, which is going to use carbon and a light oil. Or hydrogen and light oil. Sorry, I'm going to give you carbon. Is it carbon? Looks like carbon. It's carbon and factorial. What else do we have? We can start making crystals. Those need plastic, so. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nope, that's the carbon. Graphite, rather. Graphite. Titanium there, and nothing there. So really the only option we have at the beginning is to make this. So the plastics. And the plastic requires... Yeah, we should probably start hoarding the plastic, I guess, at this point. Because we're going to start accumulating too much of that oil. So you kind of find your problem and then go from there. So I'll make a few of those guys. Some chemical plants. And we'll start making plastic now. And maybe we'll go south with this one. So you need a use for all this garbage you're picking up. There's nowhere really good to build here right now, so we're gonna try and find a nice area to build. Doesn't matter if it's super far away. You need a lot of chemical plants. We'll bring them down over here. This looks like a beautiful area. And we're going to switch this to plastic. What does sulfuric acid require again? It's also light oil, water. That's not a bad one either to start eating your light oil. But we're not going to pull the sulfuric acid very quickly. There's a problem with the sulfuric acid. We're not going to have a use for a long time for that. So we'll go with the plastic instead. And then we can pull our coal lines right there too. Easy. We need more belts though. So I definitely get asked that question a lot on Twitch. What do you do with all your light oil? Or how do you figure out what to do with your oils? This is definitely how you would go about debugging the problem. Because then we can add more oil production. And then we won't be backlogging. And we can get our science going faster. So run this line out of here. Our light oil. This is one thing I definitely love about this game. Is these belts are beautiful. Look at that. I really wish that they showed some support when they're actually set up, but that's okay. That's okay. That's a small complaint. And then we'll get more refineries. No, it looks like I actually have 4 set up right now. Build a couple more while we're just hanging out. All these things are slowly building. And I can steal some coils. Good. Maybe the same with green chips too. Make a chest of the green chips. Sneak it in right there. Perfect. Perfect. And then we'll buffer it too. Well, I'm gonna go to maybe 2, 3, 4. It's like a couple. That's like 1,000. That's okay. Stacks of 200 for the chips. Okay. I do like to start dropping it down. I don't like to have my lines up super high. That way I know that majority of my lines are at a certain height. I think we'll go across the water. Because we're never going to build in the water, so it's never going to be in the way. Safe way of doing business. Okay. We're actually almost done this tech again. So we can actually start switching over to these. We get polymers, we can get that. That's only blue tech. And now we're just kind of getting stuff out of the way that we have. Crystal smelting, sure. Titanium smelting, sure. Be gone, all of you. You're not going to know how to use a lot of this stuff early game. The game just throws so much tech at you that's kind of easy to unlock. And you'll slowly need it, but just make sure you're doing something with your production. Your factory's not just sitting idle. And science is one of the easy ways to make sure you're doing something. Just do something. Sneaking these wind turbines in here. We're a very eco-friendly factory. On this beautiful starter planet. And then here's our other line we're going to pull. For that, though, we're going to do something a little bit different than I would normally do. Here we're going to actually pull from the second layer. Not the first level, but the second level. And that kind of acts as a factorial using smart circuits to crack your oil or something. It's kind of the same thinking as that. So when the building fills up, it stacks up higher and higher and higher. I don't have another building on me. And you can pull from the different levels. You don't have to pull from the top level or the bottom always. You can pull from the top as well. But the bottom always is priority. So the bottom chest is going to fill up. And it's going to overflow into the next one above it. And then the one above it. So if this empties, it's fine because the bottom still has access to the energetic graphite. So kind of, it's an overflow. It's a safety. That will always be doing the bottom stuff before the top stuff. And why does that matter? Sometimes you need to make sure the bottom is working before the top. The bottom is producing right now for us our sciences. And the sciences are more important than plastic, at least for us right now. And I'm not going to put a limit on the chest for plastic. We're just going to grab all of it. So you can start seeing where the problem's going to come. If you were to only build like that. These are like an improvised power line. Actually, I don't think they're connected right now. Can charge Mecha here too while we're hanging out. Standing under this will. Standing underneath this will charge your Mecha. You can put multiple in the same area too. Make it charge faster. I think up to like 10 next to each other. As long as the area is overlapping, they'll charge you. And faster. Faster, stronger. You have quite a few charging your guy. Better belts are soon priority too. Better belts and inserters. Because upgrading right now is no fun. Later it'll be fine, but right now it's not fine. We just tucked that in there. And we can offload. One inserter, good to go. 2 inserters. And now we are using our light oil to make plastic. Just the beginning. So you want to charge your Mecha faster? Look at that speed. So it pulls the power from your energy grid instead. So right now we're consuming a ton, but it's only because we're standing in here. And the game even knows that. You are priority. Good, good, good. Okay. What is the problem with red right now? I think it's still hydrogen though. Just fine. Yep. So we're gonna have more of these guys right now. Don't have space over there anymore. Let's start placing them over here now. The oil itself is fine right now. There's no problem with the oil, so we'll do that. You can use inserters to pull the items smartly too, but I find setup is more important than doing something like that. It's just so quick to do this. And it makes this a good, viable build. You must take into consideration how long it takes to click on the building every single time and pull out like that. So you can push tab and change what item comes out. But instead we'll just pull both of them out. And then sort it out later. Sort it out later. Now we get more ore. Which is kind of nice. That will come in handy later on. We start taking all the resources from this beautiful, beautiful planet. There we go. Back in business. I need to make sure all those are running, though. My next issue. I think they are, but I cannot be 100% sure. Certain. There we go. Yeah, they are all running right now. That's okay. Is there another oil deposit for us to grab? I don't have another refinery, but it looks like the line's a little bit sparse. Go M, map view.
In the planet view mode, you can hold down the middle
Wait,
mouse button.
we have crude oil actually right behind us. We're actually building right by crude oil. Run it backwards. Develop our current living area first. We have to run a power line across the continent. You do this though, just to keep things a little bit kind of cleanish. Double the belts location. Doesn't cost more to do this. There's no reason not to. If it costs more money or more belts to do it, then it would not make sense to do this all the time. But alas, it does not. So build as high as your heart's content. You can see on the map where they're going to. Go, go. Mecha power. Power's still good. Oil is pumping. I'm gonna leave my bots for 2 seconds here. We're gonna grab some more storage. I'm always grabbing these. We're trying to make these. Give me more stuffs. There's quite a few of those we're building. That's fine. Magnetic coils not keeping up. That's kind of understandable. Pulling it in every direction. The oil should be coming now. Yeah, and I was right. They're just not quite getting enough, so that'll throw it over the edge, I do believe. There's a lot of buildings in the way here. Or trees, rather. Just gotta watch it for a minute. But I think it's going to be better now. Obviously, it will be better, but I think it will keep up, actually. To a point. Now we need multiple offloads. You're starting to back up. So plastic is not backing up, but magnetic coils are not good enough either right now. So we set up more over here. Did we ever actually get them running? We did. So now our issue is the belts are saturated. Mostly. So we get to put a splitter right here, and then pull it directly into the science. Because the ones down here can't offload fast enough. Let's quickly diagnose the problem. Neither of these ways really works super great. That one kind of works. We gotta go up. Actually, sure we have... Oh, perfect. Perfect. And then we need to bring it to the science. Drop it down, and then up we go. R to rotate if you want the other angle that it offers. And then we're going to run it over to there. I'm going to go above the actual line. Actually, we're not even going to science. We're going to this one there. Science is farther this way. we'll go above it, and then we'll cut it back on top of itself. And now we'll be building more. More things. More things. Some serious height he gets. It's kind of just fun to play with your mecha. What an interesting character. So we can insert on that line, or I could insert... Yeah, I think we'll just smash it into that line there. Could do this as well. So it's actually one higher, one height up. I don't like that style, though. It's now on the 3rd level, I do believe. And from here we can join it in. Or I can pull it elsewhere if we were into that. Run it down and back in. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now you have a full line. Red is going pretty decent now. Hydrogen is... Actually can't offload here on this line. That's what we need to do here. Let's run the line next to itself and run it into the side there, and would actually fix the problem. Chemical engineering. This should fix the problem. It will sort of fix the problem. If I went one higher, I could pull filtered. Because now it doesn't quite work because there's too much light oil. This is where filters come into play. It's not going to filter pull. There's 1,000 different ways you could have set that up, but that'll work for our purposes here. And now once this kind of unbacklogs, it'll be good to go. And then our science will be going faster. Hooray! We did it! We did it! We did it! Power's dying again. It's a sign of progress, actually. Means the factory is going full tilt again. We are doing things. Grab some more of those. I'm not going to place them all down, I don't think. Maybe I will. Who knows? No way to know. Go check out our plastic again. Plastic is still building. Can't build the hydrogen fuel yet, which is really too bad. That there. Little power bank is over here. Go there. Charge Mr. Mecha. As long as you're standing in the radius, you get the boost. I don't know if I'm actually in the radius there. Gotta look at the outside ones. Just missing those. So I think like that, actually, you're getting all of them. If we put one here, it would work. It's quite a few anyways. Let's go place more power down, though. Go way over here. We're replacing power. How much is this planet we got populated now? Fly, Mecha, fly! Why so far away? Just keeps it out of the way. I'm not trying to build on a wind farm. Because they take up too much space. That's the real disadvantage of all the wind turbines. Otherwise, they're incredibly strong. I can't, like, reiterate how strong they really are. Now that we have them automated. A reiterate. Word of the day. That'll be good for our outposting of different resources now too, because we have power pretty much dragged around half the planet. There are some advantages doing this. Applied research. Beautiful.
Rare veins scatter around
Thanks,
different planets.
bro. Just looking out for you. Always looking out for you. I'm like, too much talking. Too much talking. Too close to another wind turbine. Don't think I can dump any more around there. How many do we have left? 185? I'm not going to place them all down. Too many. Too many. But yeah, I don't know how far you guys have got so far in your playthroughs, but on second playthrough edition, wind turbine is, I feel like it's the way to go. Solar is just hard at early game because of the silicone. Silicone is so expensive. You can turn rock into it, but 10-to-1 ratio, I think. It's just not worth it, really. It is one of the early ways of getting it, and you kind of sort of need to do that, but doesn't mean it's good to do it. The eternal wind farms. There we go. I think we're good now. Come back, bots. Come back. And now we'll go check our power action here. See what we're doing. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty okay now. 71 megawatts, and it's constant, which is key. So if you do solar, you're gonna have fluctuations on, off, on, off, on, off all the time. And this is staying steady. So that's the real big advantage to that. And actually, we're backlogging now in science. So we need more of these. We need more labs. Which is good. Lack of an item. And notice when I was crafting this, I was crafting all the magnetic coils and CPUs. Which we could have just grabbed there. Oops. Now we can tech faster. All the tiers of science. Happy tiers. That was actually wrong there. The inserter is too slow. I don't know if I can stick one here. What we could do is raise this up. And there you go. And now they're all teching. So now we're just flying through our sciences, which is good. Power's holding strong. We're accumulating excess sciences. And we're doing things. Hydrogen's backlogged on me now. Light oil is being used. We're not pulling the plastic as of yet, but that's going to be our next thing. Probably start making... get some fractionation going on, or move off into different directions. So we are definitely progressing pretty decently. So we're only 2.5 hours in, and we have almost all the red science on the chopping block. There's going to be a few more left here and there, but our next science is going to be hiding right here, and we're pretty close to that. We can actually queue it up right now. We've a lot of excess things going on, but we're on the right direction here. And then we just need carbon for that, and I think this high crystal that uses titanium and the crystal we just unlocked. This guy here, the organic crystal. So we can definitely get that going soon, and we have the plastic automating already. So plastic, light oil, and water, and we can make the high crystal, and then the other one is a diamond, and that's just coal refined. So we're probably next episode gonna have yellow up and running. So I do want to say thank you again for hanging out, watching, and if you like the video, go hang out with us on Twitch. And that's Yama, slowly growing. Until next we meet. Ciao for now.